Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another Monday Mindset. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. It was kind of rainy and hot here in Philadelphia, so it wasn't the best weekend to be outside. But regardless, my kids love outside, so they wanted to play outside in the rain. So did some of that. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Also was able to get to church this weekend, which is something I try to do every weekend. But great service. We're going through the book of First Peter, and just our Pastor Joe is doing an amazing job there. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. Want to kick off the week right with a Monday mindset. And I put in the title, trying something new. And the reason why I did that is because today's show, I want to talk about, I'm doing something new on my podcast, Stay Paid. I'm going to try to chat it in for you guys. I just released a new series, which will be, happening. It's a lot of the show. Let me see if I can actually pull this up. It will hopefully not start playing here. I'm going to share this in the comments so you guys have it. But I'm doing a call-in show. So for the last 8 years, so I'm going to say here is the link to the new show. But I'm doing a call-in show. So for the last 8 years, I've been interviewing people on Stay Paid and have interviewed some of the best. I've interviewed people like Joe Campert, have interviewed people like Tony, Cody Askins, a lot of great entrepreneurs, business people. What's up, Melissa? Good to see you. So I've done that for now almost 8 years, and I've done it in real estate and insurance, financial advising, just entrepreneurs in a lot of different industries. And I'm still going to do that. We're still going to have interviews, but I've been thinking about, hey, how do I change this up and how do I make something more impactful? And I kept thinking that, man, there's so many shows out there interviewing people, but there's just not enough shows that get down to the real nitty gritty, the tactical stuff that people are dealing with. And I figured, man, what better way to produce great content, create a community, and make an impact than to have a call-in show where people could call in and get their questions answered. I tell people on the show, I'm going to answer it the way I would answer it, growing Reminder Media, the way we have. We have a real estate business that we've grown to be number one where it's at, a mortgage company, and then we do a lot of flipping, investing, and stuff like that. So I'm just going to share what I've learned in my journey in sales and marketing and leadership and all the things in between. My real passion with this project is that I want to give people a chance to call in and, of course, talk to me and hear my thoughts. But I also want to leverage my network because I've been talking to a bunch of incredible entrepreneurs the last 8 years and have built some relationships with them where you can call in and get your questions answered by other experts as well. And I'm going to try, if I can get the show to have enough traction and enough engagement, I'm going to try to build out. Imagine if I get some of the leading thought leaders on AI and you can call in and get your question answered specifically for your use case in your business with AI. That's my main passion project is going, hey, how do I get the person who's the best at cold calling and setting appointments, or the person who's best at AI, the person who's the best at social media, get them on the call-in show with me, and you call in, you talk to me, but you also get to hear their thoughts and answers to your questions. So we released our first episode today. I put it in the links down or in the comments there for you. Hopefully it posts. It says it is posting, so hopefully it doesn't get blocked there. If not, you can check it out at Reminder Media's YouTube channel. So just go Reminder Media on YouTube, and you will see our most recent video posted is our first episode. Today's episode, there's an insurance agent on that wants to figure out how do they really reach millennial buyers because their kids, I think she said, friends and stuff like that. How do I stay relevant to them because they're not using the same type of advertising that I use? And so we walked through that scenario. There was someone who asked us about AI. There was another person who hadn't closed a deal in a couple months, and they were just at their wits' end and wanted to quit. And so we walked through with them, what we would do in their situation. So I would love for you guys to check it out. Most importantly, I would love for you to comment, engage, critique it, whether you love it, hate it, want more of it, let me know. It is a lot different to interview people and know who you're going to interview. So Melissa, if I was interviewing you, I know it's you. I can do research on you. I can think about the questions I want to ask beforehand versus a live kind of call-in show where I don't know these people at all, have not talked to them, don't really know the question they're going to ask me, and we're bringing them onto Riverside live right there and getting them to ask their question. And so it's more raw. It's more authentic, which I love, but it's definitely a different art form. And, challenging the brain to think a different way, though it is hard, it is also extremely fun. It's like when you get a new job or you have a new thing you're doing, it's extremely fun because you're learning the whole time. So it's an art form I think I'm going to get a ton better at. Shout out, though, to Dave Ramsey, who does this extremely well. I mean, the guy has the best probably call-in show out there in the nation, and the guy's just a maniac. He's so good at getting people not only answers, but developing the story when he's talking to them, and that's something I want to do. So I was just thinking for you guys, not only do I want to share the show with you, do I want you to watch the show, I hope you check it out, but then I got to thinking, hey, from a mindset perspective, it's really difficult to do new things. It is really difficult to step out of the comfortable, get into the uncomfortable so you can have progress and change. And what enables you and empowers you to do that? And most people, I was thinking about this a lot when it came to working out and in my relationship and stuff, is that good average people do things when they have to do things. Most of us, the way we accomplish things in life is because we have to. We write the paper because the due date is there. We deal with our health and finally get to the gym after we've had the heart attack. Most of us do things because the pain becomes great enough to force us to make the change. But great people do things because they need to do things. And even better, the masters do things because they want to do things. And I thinking about that concept in my life of going, man, am I the type of person that only does new things, that only changes when I have to? You think about even on your relationship with God. A lot of times God uses pain to get you to move, because nothing else will get you to move. He has to introduce pain into your life to actually get you to pay attention and have dependence on him. And so I think about that in my business life. It's like, man, I don't want to get to a point where I'm in so much pain that that's what causes me to move. I want to move because I need to move. I want to go to the gym, not because I have to because of my health, but because I want to, because I actually enjoy what I'm doing. And that's my challenge to you. For you today is going, what do you need to move on in your life that you're not moving on, that you know you need to move on, but maybe the pain's not great enough yet. And you shouldn't have to wait until the pain is greater. If you know you need to do it, you must take action on doing it. So what is the gap, or what bridges the gap between the things you know you need to do and the pain that forces you to do it? And ultimately, that's discipline. And most of us, when we look at our lives, we don't have the discipline we need to have. And we need things in our life that enforce that discipline. And the number one thing you can get in your life, I think, is a community that holds you accountable. And I was interviewed on Winning on Wednesday last week, and I think I shared this type of concept that one of the most powerful things you can have in your life are the people in your life that hold you accountable to the goals you set, that enforce the discipline that maybe you in your weak moments can't have, but with them, you can have that strength. And again, this is another biblical thing that, you need these advisors in your life that can speak to you. You need people in your life that can prop you up, that can exhort you. It's why you should be part of a church, because that community can pray for you, exhort you, challenge you, love on you, and be the people that stand beside you in the hard times. So all this big rant to just say to you is that I'm doing something new with my podcast, Stay Paid. And quite frankly, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, because what if people don't like it? What if we put all this work into it and I'm really passionate about it, but what if we get bad feedback on it? Would I keep going even through the bad feedback? Do I want to risk what I've created with Stay Paid the last 8 years and chance it to do something new and do this whole call-in show? It's a lot harder to schedule a bunch of people and allow them to call in than it is to get just one guest on the podcast. So there's a lot of effort and there's a lot of risk that goes into it. And trying something new is difficult. But I don't want to be somebody that only changes when the pain is too great. So on the podcast analogy, or example, even though it's not, maybe that earth-shattering, it's like, am I going to wait till the views go all the way down? Am I going to wait till the people get bored and start leaving? And then finally, when they start leaving, I'm going to make the decision to change and evolve and make my podcast and content better? Or am I going to do what I know I need to do that maybe I don't want to do because of fear, or, the work it's going to take and the discipline I'm going to need to see it through? And my challenge to you today is don't be that person. Don't be that person that has to wait for the pain to be great enough to do the things that you know you need to do. Do them now. That's what separates ordinary from extraordinary people, is they have that discipline. So let's go make it happen today. Please go check out, comment on that show. Let me know your feedback, whether you hate it, love it, want more of it. I would love your feedback. I would love for you to share it, but really appreciate you guys tuning into these Monday Mindsets. Shout out to Joe and Tony. Appreciate the friendship and the relationship, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. Get out there and win for you, for your clients, for your family. Let's go make it happen. Appreciate you guys.